So, what makes a prompt good? In this video, let's talk about the anatomy of a good prompt. So, if you're not getting the output that you expect from your AI model, then maybe it's not the model, but the prompt that you're giving it. So, as usual, let's start with the basics. What is a prompt? So, a prompt is simply how you instruct an AI model. And as you know, when you give a prompt, it's converted into input tokens, which the model then processes and gives out the output tokens, and that's your answer. And then it again goes back to prompting. So, if you don't like what you see, then you again give it a prompt. It again converts into input tokens, processing, output, and back to the same loop. So garbage in, garbage out still works in AI. And if your instructions aren't clear, the output won't be either. So, and the model only works with what you give it. Now, before jumping into the prompt and trying to beautify the prompt, first think about the output that you need. So, what are you actually looking for from the model? Is it a debugged code? Is it a research summary, an article draft or blog, or a creative story or outline? So, for example, if it's a debugged code, then you can be as specific as putting up the code snippet and saying that debug this specific code snippet. So as usual, let's take an example. Example, asking ChatGPT to write a blog. Now you can see how you can make your prompt better. A bad prompt would be write a blog about productivity. And why is it bad? Because it's too vague, there's no context, there's no audience, there's no format, right? And then you can start to make it better by, say, defining a role, audience, tone, length, format, structure. So the last one, for example, is a good prompt. However, we will see that there can be something better than this. And here's a prompt that is probably ideal in a way. So you are a productivity coach assigning a role to the LLM, then write a 500 blog in an informal motivational tone, which is being you're being very specific. So you're giving it some constraints, right? Sharing 5 actionable productivity tips for remote working professionals. So you're also defining the audience, the context, right? And the best part that you can do is to give the LLM some examples. So, attaching 2 blogs for reference, follow a similar tone and structure, and then you're saying give 2 blogs per week following the above. This is what makes a super good prompt because it has the role, it has the context, it has the structure, it has the constraints, and it also has the instructions as to what the LLM needs to give you as output. So, whichever model that you're interacting with, some of these ground rules apply no matter what the model is. So, you got to be specific and not vague. You got to assign a role because then it helps it to get context, step by step thinking or think through each point, give examples, follow prompts to refine the output, and you also have to set constraints example, word count, tone, structure. Now, obviously, there is a white paper also written on the different types of prompting techniques. So, you have zero shot prompting, for example, you have chain of thought prompting, you have lots of other different types of prompting, and it goes very deep into what needs to be there, what is the context length for the prompting, and it gets really, really deep here. So, if you're interested in this white paper, just drop me a note or a comment below, and I will be happy to send this to you. And so, to summarize, basically, you just start with the output in mind and know what you want, and then go deeper into the prompting with the AI model. Give it context, clarity, use roles, structure, keep refining it through feedback. Treat it like an AI assistant or a teammate whom you need to give instructions to get the right kind of output. So, in this video, we've not gone very deep, but however, this gives you an idea of how you need to prompt the model to get the kind of output that you're looking for based on the task at hand. So, in case you like this video, please do subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.